Hey there, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in with me today. We're going to do something a little bit different than we usually do around here. And we're just going to drop in and see what is the memo today. What is the message that is wanting to come through? If you are drawn to the title, then this message is for you. So let's see what we got coming in today for the download, right? We got something about wish fulfillment, okay? You got your desires on your mind collective. There's something that you're hoping comes through for you, something you've had your sights set on for a while, all right? Let's see how it looks for this wish. It's a little bit sticky, okay? There might be some challenges getting your wish fulfillment. Yeah, we got some action that needs to be taken in this situation. If you expect things to come together, let's see here. It looks like there is an action that's going to be taken. This is something in relation to work, okay? So some of you might be hoping that a job you applied for gives you the call back, or that you get some kind of opportunity connected with your work. You're wanting to see an increase in your finances. I feel like maybe this is a competitive situation. You're hoping that it comes through for you. All right, well, let's see what's going on with this. Tell me more about this action that's going to be taken around work. All right, this has something to do with something that's really been held up with your work for a long time. We got the Jack of Diamonds coming up in the shadow. That means progress has really been stalled, okay? I feel like there's something you need to do. You're not taking strong of an action in this situation, or you're dealing with somebody that's really just like slowing things up here. Yes, this could be in relation to a Queen of Hearts energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I see that, we got earth sign energy at the forefront. This is definitely about business. There may be somebody here who's causing complications, though, in relation to growth. This could even be somebody that you've hired on or you've partnered with that is supposedly supposed to be like representing your brand or helping you in some way. 4:44 on the clock. This person might have ulterior motives, okay? They might not be good for business. There might be something you need to look into a little bit more deeply here. This is a water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So we definitely have something going on here where there's some kind of teaming up in relation to business, wanting to see growth, really being ready to step into that position of that growth. I think that you've planned for it. You're ready for it. I think you might even be preparing for some kind of launch. I don't know why, but I got a memo here that this is something about like promotions. Somebody that you've hired to represent your brand or to give a big push to this launch is like not in your best interest. It actually won't get you where you want to go. It's not in alignment. And in fact, this could actually stall your progress, stall the growth that you're hoping to see. Let's find out about these players on the board. So we got a King of Diamonds and we also have a Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts is coming up in the shadow. So I want to get some clarification on this Queen of Hearts and the role she's playing in this situation. Let's see here what wants to come through. I feel like there's a lot of tension in this situation, okay? I think that you're feeling the tension. I think the energy's feeling off. It's not feeling quite right. You might even feel a little indignant about, the arrangement you have with this person. They keep kind of like pulling fast ones on you, and it's not exactly the flow that you were hoping for, okay? I feel like they're, yeah, look at this. We got the Jack of Hearts coming up in the shadow, right? This also is about, I think, yeah, to me, it feels like invitations going out, promotional materials going out, something just not being done correctly. I feel like this person is like really missing deadlines and they're not business minded. They're not business minded. And there's something here that maybe this is even a friend. It's a connection through a friend, or it was a referral through a friend or something along these lines. And for some reason you feel like, you kind of have to just sort of deal with this person. You may feel that this person is being kind of selfish, that they're not respecting your time, that they're wasting your time, and you got stuff to do. There's something you're really trying to achieve here, and this person's throwing a wrench in the works, all right? Very interesting. Interesting. Give me more information about this Queen of Hearts. How is this Queen of Hearts slowing things down in this situation that's kind of creating blockages with I feel like it's a successful launch, something that you're preparing to launch on a business level, some kind of event, okay, some kind of grand opening, something that's going live, something along these lines. This person's really throwing a wrench in the works, okay? They're going to slow your progress. So there's something that needs to be reevaluated here. You might even feel like a connection with this person. This might be somebody that you really like on a personal level, but they're just not the right person for business. It does feel like maybe there is some kind of personal connection there. And that's why, yeah, some of you, this is an ex. This is somebody that you used to be romantically involved with. You've let them get involved in your business, and it's actually really slowing things down. I don't know why I keep getting this, but I keep getting that it's like not good for your brand. Like they're not a good representation for your brand. And it's sort of like a guilt by association kind of thing. I mean, that sounds awful because it looks like you used to be, connected to this person in some way. This could also be somebody that at one point you were in a business relationship with them, like you were in business together. It felt good initially. There was a synergy, but now it's just off and you're ready to take a new action in a new direction because you feel like you really kind of just like hit the ceiling with this person. It's like, okay, it was good while it lasted, but this can't take me to the next level. And you know that if you keep dragging this around, it's just going to kind of like slow you down. You might be feeling like you're being a little bit selfish in this regard, or somebody else might be trying to put that vibe on you. And so it's giving you this feeling that, you kind of have to just stick it out with this person. But I think you're really going to regret it if you do that. That is my sense, okay? Tell me about this Jack of Diamonds. How are things going to be slowed down if this dead weight isn't, ditched? That's what I feel like it is. It feels like dead weight, okay? You're ready to take off. I see that with the Ace of Clubs, like your business idea. Oh man, if with the right promotion, with the right focus, with the right people backing it, like just being in alignment with your vision, this thing will take off, but it will be stalled. It won't go anywhere if you continue to work with this person. So there's something that you need to shift here. There's something you need to switch up, okay? It's very important for your growth. Don't sabotage yourself, and don't think it's selfish if you're doing what you need to do to protect your vision for what you're trying to grow on a business level, because I do feel like it's not just a business for you. There's also this piece about, when it comes to your brand, this is a representation of who you are and what you represent. It's very important. It's your calling card. It's the first thing that people see about you. So if you're not in alignment with what somebody is doing or how they're moving, and you're working directly with this person, it can affect how people view you. Yeah, with the Four of Spades here, you're being advised to like, let this go, okay? This is in your best interest because this is a very sabotaging influence with the Seven of Spades, right? It will work against you. And actually, with the Death in reverse, this is speaking to this sense of having a hard time letting this go. And I believe it's because it's some kind of personal connection involved. Either this is somebody you've been in business with for a long time. It was sweet at one point. Now it's gone sour and it's gone south. And there's something you really need to acknowledge here about that. And it's okay. It's okay to act in your own interest. It's okay to head in your own direction. You don't need to feel guilty about that. All right. For some of you, this is a matter of, you're actually going through a divorce with this person. And so there is a need for you to maybe think of heading off in your own direction if you shared a business with each other, okay? This could also be a friend referred this person, or this is a friend of yours, and so you were trying to help them out. Maybe they were falling on some hard times, they needed an opportunity. We do see there's like some connection here with the Six of Hearts. And maybe at one point you thought like, okay, this is a match made in heaven in terms of like my business, what I'm building, what I want to bring forward. But I think that you're really starting to have second thoughts about that. You know, all this energy again, there's the 6 again, and it's coming up in reverse, all right? Both times in reverse. Like I said, I think it started out good at one point, you know, pulling this person in. You felt like, yeah, this person's really in alignment. This feels good. I think this will go places. It ain't feeling that way, you know. At this point, there's something here that's holding you back. And I also feel like it's a time waster. I get that really, really, really strongly. This won't bring the celebration you're hoping for with the 3 of hearts in reverse and in the shadow, all right? You're being advised to Queen of Spades, cut it off cleanly, all right? You cut it off cleanly. Look at this, Jack of Clubs. You move forward very rapidly and in a direction that's more in alignment with you, okay? This could be coming in very strongly for air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, all right? We also got earth sign energy on the board, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have fire in the mix, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but that's more in relation to taking action, all right? So this could also be connected to an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that you need to rethink moving forward with this person, because there's something here about dropping this baggage in relation to your business that allows you to take the action you need to take, have a successful launch in your new direction, and really see growth in your business that's been stalled up to now. There's somebody here that is negatively impacting what you're trying to build for yourself, all right? Let's go ahead and do a cut of the deck here, and then I'm going to pull out the super awesome future cards and see what else wants to come in around this. Now look at this, 10 of Spades in the shadow. This is like done. If you continue down this road, you're going to really regret it, all right? Look at this, 9 of Spades, also in the shadow. This is going to continue to cause you a lot of worry, a lot of stress. You're going to feel anxious all the time, and then you're not going to be able to bring your best forward, right? And you're also going to have a lot of messes to clean up, and you don't want to do that. I feel like this person is just, they're not so business minded, you know? It's unfortunate, but they're just not. And this is something you have to be mindful of, because this person's playing with your money, man. They're playing with your money, and you're going to lose out with this in the shadow. You know, you need to kind of like block this energy and reverse this decision, because this is going to cause you to have to work harder to hit the mark with what you're aiming to achieve with your business objectives. I'm telling you. And the blocking energy is coming in very strong, okay, with the 2 of Spades. This is very necessary. Once you block this energy, you make this decision, okay, I'm not going to move forward with this person, then you're really going to find that you are totally relieved, because you're not in alignment with this person. You're just not, with the theory of 11 in reverse, all right? Then you're really going to move forward, but it relies on you being decisive before you can take this action with the Jack of Spades. Again, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? So there's this real need for you to be very decisive about this, to not be hard on yourself about it, to not feel like you're being selfish or just too focused on what's good for you. You know, this person may even try to guilt trip you in some way or pull on your heartstrings when you go to execute this decision, but you're meant to handle this very logically and practically, because it's essential if you want to see growth in what you're building here. All right, I want to also look at the super awesome future cards to see, you know, let's do a little bit of devil's advocate here. We're going to look at both sides of the story. It was interesting because I saw a flash of the rats there. The rats card is all about what works against you, you know, and how it can cause you to be on the losing end because somebody else runs off with the bag, all right? And I feel like there is this element here too that you have to be aware of. There does feel like there could be a sabotaging influence that could be, you know, beyond just what appears on surface level. Like maybe somebody appears to be kind of flaky, they don't follow through with things, you know. There's like some way that they just kind of handle themselves with a lack of professionalism that can really throw a wrench in the works for you, okay? But it goes beyond that, all right? There might be something more subversive in the mix here that you need to be aware of, that you need to pay attention to. So let's see what the super awesome future cards have to say. Yeah, look at this. This is a tower, all right, with the lightning coming in here. Spirit's trying to give you the memo right now. This thing will come back to bite you in the ass if you don't drop this. I feel like you got an opportunity to drop this right now. You drop this right now, it's going to work out in your favor. So what happens if this person's dropped in terms of the success, the business aims, what comes through? Ooh, this landed on the floor. It's funny. What landed on the floor was the dogs. Okay, so it's kind of like emphasizing this point, like you don't need to be loyal to this thing. Too many cooks in the kitchen will spoil the pot. All right, there's something here that you need to pay attention to. You know, if you want to keep eating, if you want to keep putting that food on the table, you need to be mindful of, you know, your higher ideals, what you're trying to build here, what you're trying to grow here, what you're looking to manifest is super important. All right. You don't need these other people involved in your business. All right. It will really affect the growth of your business. You will find that, you know, where things were thriving, where things were really successful, where you were starting to see growth, it's going to start to dwindle. Okay. It's going to start to dwindle. So, and that's going to cause you unnecessary stress. It's going to put you in your head, and then you're not going to bring the best of you forward. And that's so important, especially when you're trying to build, you know, your business. That's so essential, right? So let's see what happens if this person's dropped. It's just really, look at, there's something really secretive going on here. We know that there's stuff happening in the background. There's also a competitive energy here. There's a catty energy here. Feminine energy did come up around this. So maybe this person is, and it was 17:11 on the clock when that came in, and this is an 11 card. So I think that's a big clue for you. You know, it could be that this person is purposely, you know, doing this because in some way they feel a sense of competition with you, or they feel like, you know, you're hogging all the attention, or you're getting all the goodies, or they somehow feel like it's not a fair arrangement, or they are somehow envious of your position and what you're doing. You know, it could come through in a lot of different ways, but it feels like this could be intentional sabotage. So you do need to be aware of this. And, you know, it's also going to cause people to start kind of like, you know, gossiping, you know, about how this person is affecting your business, your brand, and word spreads fast, especially in a word of mouth business. You know, that's your most important form of advertising is word of mouth. So do be mindful about this. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Do you want to live high on the hog? Do you want to see those rewards you're hoping for? You know, then you might want to, like, you know, cut this off. And, you know, that is what really brings you into alignment. You may even have somebody around you that can be an ally in this regard, just as far as guiding you into making the best choices for your business. This could be somebody who's already been really successful. Okay, they know how to grow things. They know how to put that spin, you know, on PR. They know how to really build a brand. This could be somebody that is born in the year of the pig. This is a person who potentially could be like an advisor. All right, they can help you bring something into alignment. It's interesting. On bottom of the deck energy here, we have 33. This is a building block for your future. We got Sagittarius energy here, and it does say kin. This is something that could be illuminated for you with this lunar cycle. Maybe there's some way that the two of you can team up in a way that can actually be more beneficial. It might be somebody else you want to drop. All right. So this could be moving one person out of like a PR position, something along these lines, and bringing somebody else in, somebody with a little bit more vision, you know, somebody who knows how to shoot for the moon, somebody who can have kind of like an ambitious goal. I feel like this would be very successful for you. You know, I also feel like it's invoking a little bit of that Sagittarian spirit. Maybe you see things very differently. You know, you might have a very different perspective from this person. They're kind of still locked in an old mindset, and where you're going is more visionary with your ideas for your business. And so you need to be live to this, you know. I also can see this very much as going your own way. I don't feel like you're meant to pull somebody else in, to be honest with you. I feel like it's good to get, advice from somebody that you see has had the kind of growth that you're looking for. And do feel like there's an ally here. There's somebody who's coming onto your path. They're very successful. They live well, they live well. They got a very full table and they got enough to share with others. I don't know. Maybe you'll even break bread with this person. Maybe you'll go out, you'll meet in a restaurant, share a meal together. There'll be some kind of communication, conversation that comes through. And this person's going to illuminate some things for you. And I think they'll point you in the right direction. I think that's really what it's about. They'll point you in the right direction. They'll tell you how you can really hit your mark. This person may even see that you have something to really offer, but it's just not being showcased in the right way, or they see ways that you could kind of get yourself tripped up by the people that you align yourself with. This person seems like they want to look out for you, okay? They're going to help you find that path forward with the wolf energy back there, all right? And it's going to create some kind of transportation, I want to say. It's going to create some kind of transportation for you. I was going to say some kind of transformation in your flow, but some of you might be doing something that involves transportation in your work. I also feel like this is just speaking of that transportation, that chariot, moving you forward towards your goal. You have a very distinct goal. You know what you want to achieve. I feel like you're at the time right now where it's time to strike while the iron's hot. And those first moves you make, in terms of your launch are so pivotal and so key. So do be on the lookout for this, for, this person to illuminate something for you, to come in as an ally. I think this person wants to see you successful. Maybe there's even some kind of cross promotion you can do with this person, all right? But there's something that comes through this lunar cycle, so do be live for this. Any other guidance you want to bring in around this, Spirit? So we know you got to drop the dead weight, okay? You got somebody who's fucking up your flow. And they're going to disrupt your cash flow if you keep this person involved in your business, right? And it might be hard to cut this cord, but I feel like it is really necessary. Yeah, this fell on the ground. What do we got here? Yeah, you've been holding on to it. I think with the 23 in reverse, this needs to change. It's not easy for you to make this change. I do feel like you do have a fondness for this person. It's not that you don't like this person. There does feel like there's a personal connection. And that's the problem, is it's like, sometimes when you mix business with pleasure, or you get friends involved in what you're doing, it's not always the best thing, all right? So you would be wise to kind of cut this off while you can still have some good feelings about it. If you stick it out, if you keep dragging this out, it's not going to turn out well. You might want to offer some kind of parting consolation with the kiss up here, because I think you're on to bigger things, and you don't want to stay stuck on the level you're at right now. You want to see growth in your business, and good for you to have ambition. And sometimes when it comes to making those decisions, you got to make tough calls. It's not easy, right? Yep. And this is what came out again. You got the Tower energy. That's the memo. That's the download. We're sticking to it. That's the message. Drop this dead weight and you're going to race ahead.